autumn has arrived in the mid-Atlantic region of the U.S., and it is a glorious afternoon at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right to the air is Jackson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. You look at the Saints defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. And they'll get this right past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 2nd down and 6 now.
It's now 2nd and 6.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line.
And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Jackson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Jackson's going to keep it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Jackson from the shotgun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first and 3's in. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now.
They begin with a run by Miller. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
They're going to look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Good coverage there, holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
From the gun, again to Mitchell. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
180. 180.
They go play action now. Jackson. Open man, it's Palmer. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This time, Jackson will throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 15 yards. And the Ravens are able to stretch out their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. We'll get this to about the 38.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete to his rookie 2nd-round pick. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Go.
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
At the Ravens' 19-yard line.
Inside handoff now, Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
19,
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
In motion right, Olave. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
At the 41-yard line.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. At the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 36 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Trey Palmer, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 17-3. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Oh, they get to the football, and it's blocked. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Ravens take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. How about that for an exciting end to the half? I mean, instead of surrendering a late field goal at the gun, they run back the block kick to extend their lead.
What's that old expression? Fortune favors the bold. They boldly went after it, got it. Worked out pretty darn well for them.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And his throw here is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
17.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll give it up the middle to Miller. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now it's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's Jackson. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Brian Brzee, the man to bring him down. 2nd and 7.
At the 12-yard line.
The option right is Jackson. And he held on to it, but he probably should now as they get it behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's third down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Saints are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for two.
The Saints will line up.
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Now a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. That is caught. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Now that's a big pickup right there. And so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bid. Worked out offensively.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good edge scheme going.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, a 22.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead is now 24.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Going up top. He's got him in, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking middle, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
It's a gain of 10.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Complete to Olave on the out route. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Chris Olave. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints get a bit closer.
The Saints will line up for the
They'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2 that keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jackson now. Now he's going to step up and run. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Saints are right back in this football game. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of it...
And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down.
Throwing is Rattler. That's caught by Johnson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Ready. 45. White. Check.
And Rattler, he'll throw again. Going right side here, and that's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
Set, ready. Red, 38, set.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as they'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
180. Set up.
20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 41 yards. And the Ravens are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. Loose inside the 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now 2nd and 9. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
13.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. To throw is Jackson. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get